Hi guys, just thought I'd make a quick short video to show you how I start making a rabbit impersonate. Okay, start with a thread over the top of the board, going round the back of the board, up through the hoop, back behind the board, down under the loop, pull it tight, bring the thread over the front of the board, like so. Make a loop over your hand, going back behind the ring, through the loop, and pull it tight. And there is your first mesh. So going back up behind the board, through the ring, back down behind the ring, behind the board, through the loop, pull it tight, bring your poly over the top of the board, make a loop around your hand, round the back of the ring, through the hoop, pull it tight. Okay, I'll show you again very slowly. Round the back of the board, up through the ring, back behind the board, through the loop it's just caused, pull it tight, bring it over the front of the board, make a loop around your hand, through the back of the ring, and pull it tight. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's 8. Slide that off the board. Once you're tied onto the ring, your knots will be tied slightly different. So again, put your thread over the top of your board, going behind your board, pick up your mesh, and then you want to go behind the loop you've just picked up, pull it through, and then the loop that you're pulling through at the front of the board, you want to go through and pull it down tight. So I'll show you again. Over the front of the board, picking up the next mesh that you've just made on your ring, pinch it quite close to the top with your thumb, going behind the loop, the mesh you've just pulled down, round the back, through, pull tight. Show you again. With your line over the front of the board, go underneath, up the back of the board, picking up the next mesh, pull it down. With the mesh that you've just pulled down, go behind, through the loop, pull it tight. The first couple of lines are always a bit tricky for fumble fingers like me. Once you've got a few mesh lines down, you can get a bit faster with it. So I'll just show you again. Holding your line over the front of the board, go under the board, round the back of the board, picking up the mesh above, pull it down the front of your board. The mesh that you've just pulled down, put your needle behind the mesh, pulling it through the loop at the front, pull down tight. There you go, that's your first two lines, second line on the board.